Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started, and we're off and running from Charlotte. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They're going to run it. So this is Trevor Etienne. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Play made by Deron Payne.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
19.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. His first throw is an interception! And the Falcons have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Slot man motioned over. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Penix has him on the quick hitter. He'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Ready? 70 Lions. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Buffalo 18. 18 Rebel. 18 Rebel. Check go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Looking, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. The kick by Ryland is good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Fields this one at the 3. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. I love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Here we go.
On second down, it's ETN. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Third and long for him here. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
He fields this at the 18. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with second and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Falcon first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Here's a design run. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. And that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself, get the first down, and live to play another day.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Hawk 70. Viking 18.
On second down, Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 65-6.
So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Throwing now on first down. Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
Just a tremendous effort from the defense there. A sense of urgency on first down in the red zone. Got to find a way to knock this offense backwards, and the defense just did.
60 Eagles, Mustang 19.
Penix here from the gun. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Let's go now. Panther 11, Viking 18. 7-5.
Penix facing a third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long.
Ryland on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Ryland is good. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
Hey, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Let's go.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And they hit big there on that second down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Ready? Go!
First down, play action. That one is Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Tataroa McMillan he was looking for. So it'll be second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19, 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let's go.
Pass brought in by Tataroa McMillan. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Back 60, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing it again here. Complete. It's Trevor Etienne. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go.
Tag.
Etienne has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Dropping back to throw. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers, time can take the lead here in the second. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Penix working from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They'll run the draw with Robinson. Rob Fred, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More coming out from Bank of America Stadium. Stick around. here we go, second down. Throwing from the gun. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Trevin Wallace has it. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their
So
own
good
40
field
yard
position
line.
for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. He's going deep this time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Still at the 40 here, second and 10. He's going to throw this one. He's looking deep once again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Air it out on third. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Panthers first. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Here's ETN on first down. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
A gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Back to throw. Here comes the screen for ETN. Room to run inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow their lead just before halftime. All right, so this solid first half continues for them, Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers grow their lead to 8.
14. Falcons 6.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up second down. Throwing Penix. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
On first down, here's Penix. Down the field, it's Pitts. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And again, it's Penix. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. And now it's second down.
Reese, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Penix is going to throw again. Shot keeps him out of the end zone, but they're just a yard away now as that play brings them to first and goal. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Going jumbo set on this first and goal.
Back and 60. Cougar 19.
Robinson reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. On is Chad Ryland for the point after. And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point.
13. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Returnable from the 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And this one is launched downfield. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. back to throw it. He's loaded another one up. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Here comes the final play of our first half. The final throw before the break. He's trying to go deep again. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle, and he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Penix. Short pass brought in. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Third down, it's Penix. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense is staying out there, and they're ready to go for it on 4th down. He'll throw it. Gets this one to London. this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains. First down now, ball at the 33.
19, 70 left, 19. 65, yeah, 65, yeah.
Again, Penix to the air. Throw right side, caught by Mooney. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta. First down.
Falcons, first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Atlanta.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Shut up. Liking 18, Panthers 60, Panthers 60. Let's go.
Give now to the running back. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out in the 3rd and short.
Here we go. Cougar 19. 70 Lions. 18, Pioneer.
Penix on 3rd down. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
10. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll run it with Robinson. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Hey, check that.
On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw now. On him quick, and they bring him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
James Pierce. A loss of 6 yards brings up 3rd and 14.
3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He takes this in on his side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Ready? Count, boy. Trap 60.
Penix here from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Now he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Penix.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
At their own 15-yard line.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Let's do this! It's showtime! Let's make some noise!
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now! 70 Lions!
They'll throw to start the drive. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking right, and he finds it. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Takes this in at the 25. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Here we go. Check. Panthers. 60.
Sending him on the dive. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. Just one quarter remaining in this one. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
19 tight. Here we go. Set. 60 Bison. 79 Bronco. Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. Check go.
They're going play fake with Penix. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Ready up.
All set to go now from the 35.
18. 5 here. Tight. 19 tight. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Penix now on first down. He's got it near the 10. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a fourth quarter lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Here's Penix and the Falcons. They're looking to tack on 2 more.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Panther 11. Dragon 60. Let's go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Ooh, they get the 2 out of it. Nicely done, but into double coverage there. Feels like they might have gotten away with one there, Brock.
You know what you call that, Kate? You call that a quarterback's best friend. These receivers all the time will tell the QB in the huddle, just give me a chance, bro. Just give me a chance. Just put it up there.
Yep.
And that quarterback did, and the receiver delivers.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Now give, it's ETN headed left. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working now from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Into traffic, complete. And they make the stop, I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. Give them 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
We've set it down from 37. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Throwing from the gun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. From the left hash, 54 yards out. Got all of it, and this is good. And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now, well, now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Penix looking to pass. Line quick there. They bring him to the turf. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Penix working from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
At their own 40-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. An option give here to Etienne. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They go right back to Etienne. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. He gets 6 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He has room past the 25. Down the left sideline he goes. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a 4th quarter lead.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers push their lead to 3.
Falcons 21.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. He's back to throw. That one complete to Pitts. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Setting up to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To throw. That finds Pittman complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Giving him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's a Falcon first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Here he is to throw. Has a man downfield. It's Pittman. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. He'll look to throw it. Connecting on the slant. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Robinson. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe two final plays here. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey, and it's going to be 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun to give to ETN. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say so long from Charlotte.